Yo, what's up, everybody? I am like totally random. I'm bored and I got a lot of energy after that crazy ass game, and so I'm kind of like I'm in my room and I'm ready to. I was cleaning it up and stuff. If you see here, I've got all my turtles are taken down. Excuse me. I was gonna get some of my uh Masterverse put up. Excuse me. So I'm not in my normal attire. My poor quarterback broke his ankle. Oh, right at the end of the game, two plays before the game ended. We win the game, we move on to the AFC Championship, and now my starting quarterback is out because he has to have surgery. So that was a little painful today. I mean, it was nice, it was exciting. We won the game. It was a crazy game. It went to overtime, but Bo Nix broke his ankle, so Jared Stidham is going to have to do it. Our defense is good enough to where I think the backup quarterback, as long as he can steer the ship, he's got the keys to the Ferrari. Just drive it like normal. Put it in third gear. Don't get too crazy. Just drive it. Play like Bubby Brister did back in the late 90s. I hadn't opened this guy yet. I did get him, but I guess I was going to do a video on him, but I did want to show you guys something that I picked up today. This evening after the game, I went to Ross because, I was going to go get some milk, and you have to go to Ross if you're going to go get milk. So I found three things, and then I found Merrick some pants and some socks too. But so one, which was pretty cool, so I had to grab. I mean, I've got a couple already, but at $9, you could never have too many Cobra Commanders, right? I like Cobra Commander. He's probably one of my favorite characters from the cartoon. Poor guy, and not just because he has the same voice and the voice actor, but I have to say, him and Starscream are kind of poor guys. They just never win. It's like when he ended up getting second fiddle to Serpentor, and he kind of had that same personality as Starscream, also not just because his voice is the same, but he also wanted to try to mutinize everything and take over again. But sticker came off pretty easy. But $9. So I got $9. What's up, Rhea? All right. Welcome in, everybody. I know it's not going to be a big live. I was bored. I was sitting there and nobody went live. So I was like, I didn't even check until later because, of course, I had been watching the game. And then I had to get some other stuff and go shopping. But yeah, I guess they didn't do the live tonight. So I was like, well, I'll just throw on my computer and go live. If anybody's bored, they can hang out. But this is what I found at Ross for $11.99. Look how cool this is. It's a Sega Genesis Street Fighter, and it's a little diorama, like a mini diorama thing. I had never seen this before. This is the first time I'd ever seen it. It looks like it comes with the cartridge flips open to the diorama. Have you guys seen this before? Like, how cool is that? It's got Ken and Ryu there. And it's a collect them all thing. Ooh, Mondo Mr. Sinister, and he looks incredible. Also, is Mattel going to still support the new Eternia line? Oh, dude, I hope so. Yeah, I think that's a line that's going to keep going. Especially with they're doing the new Etheria line with the She-Ra stuff, and then the new Eternia. What is it, next month? No, 2 months. 2 months from now, they're doing the Mattel revealed stuff. So hopefully we'll see a whole bunch of new Eternia stuff and Masterverse stuff, because I am loving this new the new Eternia, new Etheria, vintage collection, all that shit. I love it. Yeah, I mean, and I'm me, I go all over the lot, but I've never even seen it on BBTS. I could never seen it on Entertainment Earth. It's so cool. It's got the Capcom, Sega Genesis, and I didn't have my glasses in here, but it's got Ken Ryu. It says includes, and we're gonna open it. I'm gonna open it on the live. It's got the Hadoken. It's got the stand support barrels. It's got the ship. It's got the health bars, and yeah, how cool is this? It's got collect them all. It's got Sonic, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Altered Beasts, and Genesis. Just Genesis, it says. But this is Series 1. So let's shock it out, huh? What's up, SCS dog? How's it going? Apparently there was no Clubhouse. I didn't realize till late, and I was like, hey, I'm up in my toy room, so I might as well just go live. Because as I was saying at the beginning, I ended up buying more of these on Amazon for freaking cheap. And I put them all together last night. And they're just those, what, $7 for one of these things, I think, or $8. And I got like a pack of 4, and it was a little cheaper. But then I have 4 here, 4 here. That one ends up being a little too tall to do a top shelf, so I would have to move those up a little, which means I'll have to take them all down and move them again. But that's okay. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. And then I did get from Target the other day, I did get this one as well. So I got 2 of these. I got 3 of the Black Wizard. And then I got that one as well. So yeah, it's a pretty good pickup week. Pretty good. And then I bought this just in case, because I've never really done an electric razor for my under neck here, because I don't like neck beard shit. So, but I hate like shaving with razors and cutting myself. This was only $10 at Ross. I don't know. It looks British, right? It's got the Ben Sherman. It's a foil shaver. I know these kind of suck, but I thought I'd give it another try. And push that back up. I do need to. I probably will shave this. This is weird. It's like I never really grew this, but now that I know it actually will completely make me look like a freaking puppet, I think I don't know. I'm gonna take my beard off again. I think. I look old with my beard. You know. What's up, B Paul? Did you? Well, it's probably too early to see if you got that that faker yet, right? You probably didn't get it yet. I haven't checked to see the tracking number if it hit you yet, but no, I was showing off this little thing. It's a little diorama, little Sega Genesis diorama. I found it at Ross for $12. I thought it was pretty cool. How freaking crazy. I love that it literally has like a Genesis cartridge, but you open it up and it's the diorama instead of obviously a video game. Round 1, fight. So there's the boat and the pegs for the stand. So you hold it like that and then have the scene going. Like, that is so cool. What's up, 3-star? Welcome in, my friend. Keep missing a delivery, but with my new work iPhone, I'm 40 and not into phones anymore. Dude, I think phones have ruined us, right? Like, I don't know. I think it's pretty ridiculous. But look how cool these little guys are, man. So he's got the Hadoken, it says, and he's got the barrels and the health bar here. That is so cool, man. He sent me the Ultra Beast one. Okay, cool. So you've got it. I've never seen these before. And like I said, this one was at Ross for $12. So I was like, dude, you know, I have to grab it. Because I honestly, what I grabbed first was and I put it back, it was a Transformers, it was the Galvatron. They had the Galvatron there for $15. And I was deciding, I didn't want to get both, and I was like, I'm gonna pick one. So I ended up going with this miniature instead of the Galvatron, because you know, this is cool. Even though I know the Galvatron's pretty cool too, but yeah, it's so cool. And it's got the whole diorama on there. You can't beat it, man. The Dokken. Let me see if he's standing this way, I guess. Yeah. Get him all set up on there. All right. maybe. Did you guys see the Seahawks? Holy crap! They beat the crap out of the freaking Niners. It was like that was one of the most lopsided wins. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, dude, all the games are going to be good from now on because all the teams are so good and blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, they got smoked. Went to Ross one time and the vibe was sketchy, but I have been seeing some people finding some Motus. Dude, oh yeah. Oh, let me show you. Hold on. Oh, I think hold on. Let me see if I. Oh, hold on. I have my. I say hold on 17 times, but I have my cool little. Hold on a second. Let's see. Where's it? Is it this one? Is this it? Yes, this is it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if I have that one that I picked up. Okay. So this one I picked up the other day. So that one was a pretty good score for $8. And I got him, of course, for full price when he came out. This is the one I'm talking about. Did I take the sticker off? I must have taken the sticker off. This was $10 at Ross of all places. I can't believe I found the Masterverse Vintage Collection Stratos for $10 freaking dollars. What the hell? Like crazy, right? And of course, this one's another one that I got for like 12. But this was a while back. I just had them stacked up because I'm trying to clean up my toy room a little bit. So I took those out. But I do want to open this one as well because I already opened the one to have like the actual Adora. So I have it like this one. But I need to open this one so I can set her up as Despara with the mask. I do like this one as Adora. It looks pretty good. But I have all my Masterverse sitting over here on the Cat's Lair. But I'm okay with my Niners going down. Dude, I couldn't believe it. I was so like just blown away by that. I thought it was going to be a good game. I was all excited because, of course, my Broncos eked out. They just squeaked out of the game in overtime, and then my quarterback got hurt, which just breaks my freaking heart. But like that was such a good, exciting, like just edge of your seat game. And then the next game, it was like, Jesus, within the first minute, they were already scored. And it just got ugly, man. Yeah, no, I do. I like it too, man. And of course, all of these I get when they're brand new. So like I pay retail first, unfortunately. But I don't like to wait for shit like that. I'm not very good at clearance roulette, as they say. But so I have two already open. So I have one displayed as Mumra, one displayed as Skeletor or Skelra. And then so this third one is going to be fodder, like if I get any extras or I get a lot of those origins at Ross or whatever, those are fodder 100%. I found two of the Clamp Champ, Snake Men Clamp Champ from the Turtles of Grayskull, because he's got that cool like the textured torso and like the snake armor torso, and it was $9. So they were on clearance of DD's, which DD's normally is $12.99. They dropped down to $8.99. So I bought those two for $9. But it's all for customs. But yeah. So anyway, so those are my pickups, and like I said, this one I got at Ross tonight for $9 for $8.99. Because like I said, you can never have too many Cobra Commanders. But this guy's pretty cool. I'm gonna probably do a video opening this one because you've got the different two different heads and stuff. This one looks cool with the sketchbook. And then it'll go good on like since I've newly moved my Eternia over there. And then I do have a second Tila to open up. So I'll maybe have one of each of how she's displayed. Like I have, you have the one with the cowl, and then I did the one with just the. I'll do the other one with the hair. So I don't know. Like I'm displaying these double, but it's not gonna have room to do that. It's kind of stupid. Ross must have a collector on management mind, not so much. Well, yeah, and I there was a couple times. So the guy that did, and I even got his phone number and stuff for a while there. Last Christmas, it was the guy that did the stocking for the toys. Of course, he's since moved over, and I don't think he works there anymore. But he would always text me when they got new Masters Universe stuff. He'd take a picture and send it to me, and I'd haul ass down there to get them. But that was kind of a nice hookup for a while. Someone found a Masterverse faker, $8. Yeah, no, I can see that, because for me finding the Stratos there, and dude, I got so many of the Fistos because those were $4.99 when they came, and it was the new Eternia Fisto. So it was the second Fisto, this one. And there were so many, like they would get case after case of these, and for $5, of course, I'm gonna get a bunch of them. So I'm not even kidding. I think I probably have like 8 of those Fistos, because I was like, $4? Are you kidding? Or $4.99? Like, dude, you can't. Or was it $3? It might have been $3.99. It's just crazy to me. Let us see. What's up? Pop Motu75, Motu Tony. What's up? The vacation begins. Hell yeah, dude. That's exciting, man. Even the classifieds seem cool. I don't have any of those. There's a Viper set of 3 that I'm thinking of because, yeah. And I got a couple of those from Ross when they did last Christmas. So last Christmas they did those. Where is he at here? It's got to be over here. They did those figures. So, and the 3-pack was like, I think it was $14.99. So that was a huge deal. When they said that what's included in this is the Hadoken that was included. The little blue thing. And it's got its stand and everything. That's pretty cool. Kenzo, will you be purchasing the Mondo 1/6 scale Triclops? Oh my god. I'm actually waiting my She-Ra and Swiftwind bundle. You know what? Sad to say that depending though. If work continues to go like it's going and I actually start making more money based on the commission, maybe then I can afford it. But at this point, I did kind of have to give up on Mondo. On the 1/6, because the 1/12, I love the 1/12. Like I'm not all in, but I did get the He-Man. I got the Skeletor. I didn't get the Clawful, but I will get like Tila and Evil-Lyn, of course. I have to, and maybe Man-at-Arms, and Triclops or Trapjaw or whatever. Probably, especially Trapjaw, because you imagine Mondo doing the 2000X version of Trapjaw, because he's got the big, big arms and stuff too. So, but yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. But it depends, I guess. I didn't do the last ones I got from Mondo 1/6 was the Evil-Lyn and the Green Goddess. And that's the last ones. I did not get like Buzz Off. I didn't get the Scare Glow, like the regular Scare Glow with the horse. I didn't get Scare Mare. I didn't get Man-at-Arms or Manny Faces. I didn't get him. But I do have so I have the 2 extra large like gummy clear Scare Glows that are kind of like the vintage ones. I've got Evil-Lyn, Skeletor, Disco Skeletor, Revelation Skeletor, She-Ra, He-Man, Green Goddess, Tila, another He-Man because they sent me a broken one, Orko, Trapjaw, the cartoon Trapjaw with the red, Faker, and Beastman, which is freaking phenomenal. And then I have Rogue. Random, I have Rogue, because if you can get Rogue, why would you not get Rogue, right? So finally caught you live. Yeah. Well, and I wasn't going to. I know they had they usually do the clubhouse tonight for Oz's channel, and I joined that for a little while at least, but they didn't have it tonight. And I noticed because I was watching the Broncos, and so I was kind of, preoccupied, so I hadn't really checked Instagram, or yeah, I hadn't checked Instagram. But then I noticed there was nobody on, so I was like, oh well, I guess we're not doing it. So but I was up here cleaning and moving stuff around, and I was like, yeah, might as well go live, right? I ain't doing shit else. So but what's up, Triple D? Good to see you, brother. How are you, man? Been a while. How are tricks there, buddy? How's everything going? How's the dios and fun photography and all that good stuff? How's everything going, man? It's good to see you, brother. What's up, Mikey? How's it going? Oh, look at Mikey's here. What's going on, my friend? I just hanging out, man. Just not doing much. Oz didn't do his show tonight, so I was like, well, I'm just bored sitting in my toy room, so might as well go live and open up some stuff. Let me see. So the 4, the Hadoken, and yeah, so I almost got it right. Let's see. The barrel goes behind. So I get the barrel. Gee, that's kind of close. Okay, so the barrel goes here, and then the 4 little pigs go here. What's up, Jeff? What's up, brother? I don't know, man. Like I said, I was a little full of energy, and I had like the worst roller coaster ride of emotions after we beat the Bills and then find out our starting quarterback is out for the year with a broken ankle. Oh fuck. No, it doesn't look like it goes there, but let me move it to the back and see if that might. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, so they have him here. Gee, that's real close to him. This one's kind of small. But check it out. So I got the health bar up here. You got the Hadoken. You got Ken and the barrels. Oh, I didn't hook the barrel up. It just looks like it's too close. So I'm just going to set it down on its own. But for $11, how cool, right? Or $12, how cool with little dio. You can actually hear the diorama, right? Dun, 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 dun. Round 1. All right, let's see. Who else is in the house? Let's see, people saying hi. Do you have the last first thoughts on it? Thinking about it. Dude, it is freaking awesome. Let me grab them real quick. Dun, 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 dun. I had to get my Mechanic too because he was kind of like leaning, so I had to grab him. But I made him extra neck, and so yeah. So this is so good. Like, and I put this on the back. I guess I should have. Oh no, because he's got the shield. Because normally it would go here on the other arm as well, but I just put it on the back. But dude, he's got the mask, and then even with the mask off, let me take it off real quick. He looks awesome. Like, look at that face, man. Oh, hold on. Let me get the light on a little closer. So there's, hell yeah. So even without the mask, he's dope. But I like the mask on him too. He looks pretty cool with the mask. I think that would be one to get 2 of as well. So if we could get it on sale, to get a second one but I don't know. Some of these were so hard to find, I mean, I was lucky not lucky, but just I was so into this line to being a completionist on it that anytime something dropped, I was on it like within the first minute, because even if it's a pre-order and they're not going to charge you till the shit comes out, I had to make sure I had it secured, because I went through the whole like Prince Adam, Web Store, Clamp Champ, and Ram Man, I think, Batwave. I got them all. I got one, but then man, everybody was like, "Holy crap, where are they?" Like they sold out so quickly. But he's worth getting for sure. Like I like the colors, the gold, like you know, Masterverse. I just love Masterverse, man. It seriously kicks so much ass. Let's see, dude. I'm telling. Yes, I am in a glass case of emotions. Seriously, it's so tough. I didn't get buzz off either. Cherry pick Mondo figures, pricey, yes, and it takes up a lot of real estate. They are incredible, and that's why. Oh, you got Manny-Face. That's why I'm kind of like really super stoked about the 112 because they are so good with their detail and they spare no works. Like that Skeletor, like that 112th Skeletor is just off the charts. And the timed edition one has the mask and it has all the different has a couple extra faces, has the extra sword, I think, and then it has the base. So I mean for 35 or 40 bucks, it's totally worth getting the extra. Because if you're gonna go ahead and get it and you're gonna pay 100 from like BBTS, you might as well spend a little bit extra and get like all of it because you know when you're spending money on Mondo, you kind of have a certain expectation where if you're gonna do it, that's the same thing with the Rogue. When Rogue came out, I missed them like it sold out quick, right? The timed edition. So which makes it funny because it's timed edition, but it didn't last 24 hours. I think it was gone right away. But with the Rogue, they came out with a secondary basic Rogue with just like one or two heads, but the timed edition one had like 5 different or 6 different heads, like the short hair, like the laser beams coming out of the eyes, a smiley, a mean looking face, a wink face. Like there's so many different parts to it. And then it has the head that she's standing on for the diorama. But they re-released the Rogue on Mondo's website, like if they had extras that they were refilling for like damages or something, and there was a restock for a couple of days, and I ended up grabbing the timed edition, so I have all the good stuff, like all the different heads and shit. So King Panther, what's up? I really hope Mattel gives us anti-Battle Cat for our anti-He-Man. It would be, it would be one of those like the way that they made that Panther, right? With the snarl and the teeth that drop and like, oh, I have them right here. That's why I was gonna grab them since I'm moving stuff around. But like just like this face, like getting the evil looking and the snarl, like I think it would be so cool to use this body, the oversized Panther, and just maybe do a different like a cool skull. Because I mean the fact that where is he at? Yeah. I mean they did so many homages to the actual Hell Skull Castle and to the lore itself. Like how cool would it have been to have like or to get a black one like this with the stripes and then have maybe some different armor on the head or maybe even the same, whatever. But I think they've done so good with Masterverse with mixing up being able to give us some new tooling on these things. Like, I mean, the drag store, for instance, it's like crazy cool. Scoozy. Ooga. So, anyway, yeah, that would be awesome though. Do you collect NECA like Predator? I passed on a lot of NECA stuff at Ross that I found, but I do have some. Like, I think I have one Predator. But I got the one. Sorry, my nose is running all of a sudden. I got the city one, like from Predator 2, that has like the cut arm. And then what other NECA do I have? I have two Elviras. I have the red, white, and blue Elvira, and I have the Rambo Elvira. And then I have some of the turtle ones. Like so, one of my Walmarts had like they cleaned out the back and they brought up a bunch of those 2-packs from the movies of the turtles, and those are normally like $50 and they were selling them for 15 because they were so old, and they found like a pallet of old stock and they brought them out and they had them severely discounted. So I have a bunch of the turtles, like from Turtles 2. I even have like the samurai turtles. Like those were all I found all of those for 15. Like those were really good deals. And I do the NECA ones are pretty cool. Let's see. Psyched to catch you live. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like I said, I wasn't planning on anything, but it was like I said, we normally like Oz usually does a Saturday night show on Ostradamus Toys, and I join him at least for a little while. And tonight I was watching my Broncos, and I come back, and I guess everybody had said that they weren't going to be able to do it, so I chalked it up to not doing anything live. So I was sitting there and I was kind of watching a lot of Bronco hate, which I love. Just the tears of Bills fans all over the place. But I decided, you know what? I come in the toy room and I was like, I'm going to clean up a little bit. But I was like, why don't I just go live while I'm doing it? You know I don't really get a lot of stuff done while I'm live. Oh, don't worry. It was just that shaver I bought. So let's see. Oh no, he's crashing out for the night. Have a good one. Off Tuesday if you want to do live as me a guest. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So mark it down. Everybody, you heard it here first. Mikey from Eternian Royalty will be my honored guest. He will be here with me starting at 7 o'clock in Mountain Time. So join us there, please. All right. So good night, buddy. Hope you feel better, brother. So, well, I guess you know what else I can do while we have it? We have that thing called Media Assist, and I can just kind of kick in one of these. This one. Run. Whoa. Oh, it's funny. What happened to my applause? Oh, it went away. I want to keep the applause. All right, sorry. I'm playing too much with the bullshit. So anyway, so what's next? I got the Genesis thing opened up. I still need to do a multi-bot video. I got him from Amazon. Amazon? No, Mattel Creations. I got this one from Mattel Creations the other day. So I'm not super excited. That's why, and I've said this before in videos, but this is how I understand how much more I like Masterverse, because like a lot of the Origins shit that I get, I don't jump all over opening them up. Like obviously, like I've had him for at least 3 days. I've had this one for about a week. I have to open that. I was thinking about maybe, I don't know. So I have my Grayskull that I painted dark green that I put the third wall on, but the way that it looks and the way that it's set up here, what I probably will do is maybe put the third wall away for now, and then just set the dark green one up like somewhere else in the room, and put the new Mark Taylor color Grayskull there, because I actually put a table that's big enough to have it open, but also have that rug thing. So I want to set that up. It looks kind of cool. Having that little rug underneath, and it's big enough when it's open, it still fits around it. So I don't know. I think it's cool. So I think I'll put this one up. And I think because I have the space for it, and because of Ross and because of Walmart, I think I'm going to open up one of those point dreads and repaint it to match this one, so I can put it on, because it's with the gray and yellow, I guess. So I was burnt out on Origins. I'm trying to sell what I have to get the occasional Masterverse score. Yeah, dude. And honestly, like, well, that sucks that I sent you an Origins. Oh well, I guess it's different because it's a custom, but it is. I'm with you. I'm not going to sell this stuff, but I like the Turtles of Grayskull. I went to, well, look at this. I ran out because I just had the stuff for like Merrick's lunch. But I went to the store and I bought like 4 boxes of these, They're just like Albertsons brand because Albertsons is real close to my house. So I just got these pint or quart bags, and all of my Turtles of Grayskull went in a bag. So I'm gonna just store them away. I like them. Like I'm not totally burnt out on Origins because for me, I really like doing Origins customs. So I'll continue to buy Origins kind of because I'm not 100% completionist with it, but I'm close with Origins there. And of course, with me, I really do have a soft spot for the Mike Young video, the Mike Young Productions cartoon. So getting the 2000X line for Origins is awesome for the cartoon collection. So like I'm really a fan of that, the way that they're making those. Like yes, granted, I know the Evelyn paint job is terrible, but I can fix that. Like it was $20, so it wasn't like I spent hundreds of dollars and they gave me a bad paint job. It was a cheap toy for standards of toys now, but I really like these figures. Like they're taller than the regular Origins. They have longer arms. The design is cool. Obviously, the paint apps aren't crazy, but they're not bad. And you can always add paint to them, like Buddy on My Buddy's Customs does. Like he gets all of these and he finds these lines and he finds these little designs that are just molded and not painted, and he paints them and adds more color. I love this Man at Arms. Like I am really happy with this Man at Arms for what it is. And that also makes me really excited to think, man, how cool is the Mondo Man at Arms going to be for the 112th line? I'm really excited about that 112th line for Mondo. Like I really can't wait to get those. Woo! Gee, crazy hair, crazy hat hair. Is that too loud, guys? Is that music too loud? Hold on. You turn it down a little bit. Maybe to 18. There we go. Let's see. Ironically, Origins brought me full circle back to recollecting. Me too. I really liked Powers Grayskull line and Origins though. Yeah. I agree. Those like the vintage box, like just the way that those look, like I don't know, like the do I even have him in here? The wizard? I think I brought him in here, didn't I? Where did I put him? Oh, he's underneath. Put him underneath the Cobra Commander that I picked up. Yeah, just even the box art is just so nice. And of course, they always do great on the back of it. I mean, you got Granomir floating around there. Shirella, you got Red Shadow. And then whatever that thing is floating around, right? And that sword that he comes with is great too. And I have seen a lot of people use like I don't know if it's a faker or not faker, anti-Eternia or what they're using, but I've seen a lot of people swap out his arms and legs for the black, which I really like. So I wouldn't mind. I got 3, so I would probably keep 1 in box and then open 2, display 1 as normal, and then display the other as the custom with the black arms and legs. I like that. And I know Home Arcade did that too, and he did really awesome. Dude, love that. I get very excited for new Origins figures from the Vintage line. I usually only unbox on my days off though. Yeah, and that's hard too, because like and it's not saying, oh, content this, content that, but I mean, anybody that knows that does that, it's like, it's kind of not a struggle, but it's one of those things where if you get it, like that, the Keldor and the drag store, I think I was like really close to being the first on both of them. I think I might have been second on one, but first on the other. Like those things are kind of exciting for me because I'm like, oh, I finally get to break one and get it out there before anybody else, and it's not that big a deal, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it makes, you get a lot more views and you kind of, gain more subs with it. But I guess that's not a really big deal, but I don't know. I try to open them up as soon as I get them if I can. But when I work till 7 o'clock and then I get home and after a 10-hour day and it's like, I don't feel like it tonight. I just want to sit on my heating pad and help my back. So let's see. I have doubles Origins and the ones I just bought to complete the waves. Just make way too many to keep up. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm glad that will. Glad it'll stay in the collection. Ordered Multibot and the new Grayskull from Mattel Creations. I couldn't believe how fast it was delivered. Yes, it does. That's cool. And I know that's one thing when I actually had it was on my live last week on Tuesday. Somebody had mentioned it. They were like, "Hey, be careful with that one because Mr. Home Arcade was having some problems. He actually broke apart when he was trying to kind of mess around with the different designs on it." So definitely will heat it up when I get it. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm not excited about it. I just know how much more excited I am when I get a Masterverse. So like Alf Inflict, good friend of mine, he's in Texas, and I know there was a lot of Man-at-Arms vintage. I don't have any of those anywhere, and they canceled my order on CancelCon on the Walmart page. So I had no idea where I was going to get it, and I was getting worried. And then when Alf saw that I had gotten a couple Tilas, he's like, "Hey, you want to do a trade? I'll get you a Man-at-Arms if you send me a Tila." And that was perfect. So because my Walmart got 4 of the Tilas, so I just went back and grabbed another. I grabbed another Tila. That way, I still had 2, and then I can send him the other one. And then so I'm expecting that Man-at-Arms, in the next few days. That'll be cool. So you have to open Keldor to put that head skull on. It looks so cool. Yeah, no, I did open him. See, that's the thing for me with the Keldor. He's part of that origin. So like he was like when I looked at the video, I think I was the first one to make a Keldor video. But yeah, that's how I actually have him set up. It's freaking so cool, man. I had to just leave him like that. I don't even know. I think the hood might have dropped off somewhere in the pile over here. But yeah, dude, he's fucking awesome. But I kind of like him without the hood because you can see all the gnarly shit going on there with his face. So yeah, that one's really cool. Definitely happy with that one. Texans? What's up, Todd? What about the Texans? Do you think they're going to lose to the Patriots and then my Broncos are going to shock the world and go to the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback? What do you think? Am I crazy to think that? Or am I just damn genius and it might be right? I don't know. We'll never know. We'll find out next week, right? Because tomorrow we'll see if the Texans can take care of business because they don't have their wide receiver. They're short on a lot of different, granted their defense is really good, but I don't know. I honestly kind of sadly have to say I would rather see the Patriots than the Texans. As a fan that now has a backup quarterback, because Stidham he still can run, but he can't run as well as Bo Nix. But Stidham has a better arm, so he's a better pocket passer. I feel that also there's going to be not a lot of film on him for people. And I think we're going to surprise a couple because they're not going to know how to game plan for him. And I think we're going to do a couple things. I don't know. It's just my optimistic thoughts on it. But also, I was going to say about finding stuff with the Masterverse. I was if I'm short on something or if I'm looking for a Masterverse figure and I know someone that, if I see somebody takes a picture of all the racks of them, or if I know somebody has extras, that's the first thing I'm going to say is because I have so much to trade, right? Like on so many different levels of lines, like hell, I still have a unopened Chuckles that, not everybody likes that, but it was a rare figure. People couldn't find it for so long. Like I have a bunch of different, Joes. I have a bunch of different NECA stuff. Obviously I have a lot of extras in Masters of the Universe. So like, even for me, like I still have a couple Merman Turtles of Grayskull in box. And I know that thing's going for over $100 on eBay right now. So if somebody has one that's rare or they can't find that I want, then I can try to offer a trade, Definitely had the world premiere New Return Drag Store. Mine's on the way. Vroom, vroom. Dude,
My origins, that was so bad, right? Like so what happened was I see this guy and I follow him because for some reason his dead ass non emotional face kept me going, and I was watching him a lot. There's this dude that has an app that helps track fitness, and he's on there and he talks about like what has certain calories and what, like bowl of popcorn has less calories than peanut butter, and he talks about like just limiting, just not overeating and not being a glutton, but don't starve yourself and don't take away like stuff you like, because that's just setting up for failure, which is true. But he's just always like, did you know? And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do that with the toy and see what it went. And it was fucking hilarious with the enthusiastic collector. And I was like, I think this makes him go vroom vroom. It's fucking funny, man. That merman is going for that. Yeah, it's they couldn't get, really, the merman from Turtles. Holy shit. This one they couldn't give away this one, because honestly, like, granted, my Walmart had a bunch and I bought a lot of them because I kind of knew that they were rare and I was like trying to help people out too. But I mean, if you look at the Turtles, there's a Turtles of Grayskull Facebook page. That's like the #1 sought after figure. Like everybody freaks out about that, and they're like, "Oh, can you give? I'll give you 90 or I'll give you 80 for it." They just don't want to spend the eBay price, I may have sold a couple when I was in a bind, so I may have flipper franked that shit when I was, in between and didn't have any money at all, and I needed to pay some bills. So that's the other beauty about this collecting stuff, right? Is they have value, so you always have something that if you're in a bind and need to get like your brakes changed, or you need new tires or something, you could probably sell something in order to get that if you don't have the cash at that moment. So at first you couldn't find him anywhere, and after a while he was there. Like Leatherhead, same way. Yeah, kind of like the Rise of Evil at Target. Holy shit, I couldn't find that for the life of me. That's actually funny because that's how I met Faker Battlecat. Was he had an extra Rise of Evil pack, and this was before they fucked up and we realized they just didn't distribute them well, and then there was an influx of them everywhere. But he had, and they were going for what, $40? So he had a Rise of Evil 2-pack with Keldor and what was it, Cronus, and I had a flocked Panther Origins that was going for $40, and so we did a trade. And then of course afterwards I was like, oh, I got screwed. But then the Panther went on clearance too. I think I found a couple clearance Panthers for $12. So both went on clearance. So we still evened out on the trade because both those things end up. But I got a friend out of it. So because Faker Battlecat's like the man. So but yeah, I know I got a lot to do with these. Like even I'll tell you, one of the most underrated Masterverse figures, because it was never on the shelf and it was only on Mattel Creations, so a lot of people didn't get it. Dude, Snout Spout, New Eternia is so freaking cool. Like he is, I can very easily say he's one of my top 10 most underrated figures. I just think he's awesome, man. Like he is so, because he's oversized. He's got those big ass boots and stuff, and the hoses go all the way around, and he's got his axe, and like he's literally a freaking fireman, dude. He's just, I don't know. And even the head, like you got that robotic, you could see through the eyes. He's got that translucent yellow in the eyes. Dude, he's so freaking underrated. Like, and that's the thing, is like when for me, and I've said this before, is Origins is obviously going to be the next level and the next edition of Vintage. Well, when I was playing with the Vintage, I was this tall. and I had little tiny hands, and it was fun, and it was cool, and the articulation was smaller, and you didn't do much with it. You can play and whatever. Well, now I'm 47, and I'm big, and I don't want to have a tiny little 5.5. Like, this dude is cool. He's beefy. He's big. You can articulate. He's got 30 points of articulation. He's got all the details. Like, this, I see as the normal transition of childhood to adult collecting, because it's just the details better. But granted, I do know that the Origins do hit the nostalgia button a little bit better. Excuse me, I'm itch. But it's not to say that the Masterverse doesn't. Like this guy, like the one you're talking about that you saw at Ross, or they saw at Ross for whatever. Like this one, yes, it's got more articulation. It's taller. It has different, but it still reminds me of the Fakers when I was a kid. Like, it has the tape cassette, and instead of having it just be a piece of sticker, it's actually, molded into his chest. Like, I don't know. And I think the vintage line is doing that as well. So, like, when you look at all the vintage line, they have the back art just like the vintage figure, right? And they remind me of that. So a lot of those vintage line figures, like the Zodak. Is this the vintage line, or was this New Eternia? I think this was the vintage line, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. This was New Eternia, I think. I don't remember. It's not in the box. I don't. But the vintage line stuff is great. Like, I'm super excited about the vintage stuff. Like, I think I might still paint her eyes just to make them look a little less like she's sticking them up into her brain. But another underrated. I mean, he's not really underrated because a lot of people don't have him yet. But dude, really? Like, this is a Mantenna that Hordak would not fuck with. Because the one that's in the cartoon, he throws him into the pit all the time and he laughs about it. And dude, this Mantenna is just cool. He's creepy. He's a big dude. Like the eyeballs, you got the red on the eyeballs, and I don't know. This one's dope. But, that's just my humble opinion there. Yeah, Snout Spot, definitely. He looks awesome. Let's see. I remember when Target had the Funko exclusive Skeletor Throne. I drove an hour and 20 minutes to get it, and it's worthless. Yeah, worth less than what I paid. And honestly, dude, like, yeah, the Funko, man. And you know what? I don't know how far down. Maybe I'll have to find it. I'll send you a picture of it. I found a teacup frame, like a hanger frame, and it had like 9 openings in it, and they were perfect size for Funko. And so I took it outside and I spray painted it, and I did all the design to make it like Grayskull. So I did the green, I did the light green, dark green, I sprayed the black, and I just completely Grayskulled it out. Enough to where when I set it up and I put all the figures on there, and I took a picture and put it on there, somebody had shared it a few times, and then like Pixel Dan reposted it, and he's like, not that Pixel Dan is like, but this is when I first started, so I was like, hey, Pixel Dan, like, he's kind of a popular YouTuber, and he had reposted it, like, this is awesome, whatever. But now I don't buy Funko anymore. Like, I did buy the 4 She-Ra ones, but like the new cell shaded ones, I didn't get those. I had to stop the Funko, man. I had to stop the Funko madness. Couldn't do it anymore, man. My Walmart had the Turtles Grayskull stock for a while. I bought several of them and had no idea how rare it would be. I feel bad for the fans because some Walmarts. Yeah. Well, and there's 3 Walmarts in my town, and there's only 2 of them have the Motu. One of them nixed Motu altogether. They don't have G.I. Joe or Masters of the Universe, and that's of course the one that's 5 minutes away from my house. So the other 2 are about 20 minutes away, which is okay, I guess. 15 minutes away, but those are the ones I still shop at. And that's the one I found the Tila on the racks. Like, a buddy of mine found the Tila. So I was like, please get it, because I don't know how long those are going to last. So he got 2 of them for me. But geez, even 4 days later, I went back and the other 2 were still on the rack. Because
we don't have a lot of motion collectors here, I guess. I mean, we have a few, but and some of them don't realize, oh, that's not the Tila that was already out. This is a second Tila. I think Ramen Toy had a cool faker head. Yeah, and for me, and I think you said you had some of the print stuff. Do you have your own printer? Because like for me, I would much rather print my own. Like if it's a head sculpt, I would much rather print my own than go buy somebody else's. Like the only one I ever did buy from as far as a customizer was, or that did the heads like that, was it wasn't Mega Custom X, it was Hordak MX. So the Hordak X or Hordak MX. I did get a faker head from him. Where did it go? I think it was in the front. Oh yeah, let me see it. I don't want to step on it. So I got this one from Hordak MX. I did like that one a lot better than the one that this particular faker came with. I mean, I'm still, and this one I don't mind. This one actually looks good because the way they did the eyebrows to make him still look kind of mad. But this one definitely looks cool because it's just the blank eyes and stuff. So it's a good one. And that was Hordak MX. I've gotten a few of those from him, and his take a little while to get there, but I think they're like $20 a piece. And he actually has a really nice looking faker. And actually, I did place an order, and Faker Battle Cat paid me money to order some for him. So that way I can get it all in one order. And he ended up getting a Tila, like a vintage Tila, which really was good. And then he ended up getting the faker like this, but half the face was like the one I sent you. So half the face was broken open like that with the silver, with the chrome. So those did look good. BYU didn't pull it off. Damn. Sorry, man. Like I was just, like I was telling them earlier, I went through my whole up and down with my poor Broncos winning the game but losing their starting quarterback. So I'm kind of in my own little emotional, what did Mikey say from Anchorman? Would love to see that video. Kenzo's top 10 underrated figures. You know what? That's a good idea, because it's not a matter of like people. There's so many people that do top 10 favorites and top 10 worst. I don't really see that many top 10 underrated. And I don't really, that's why I never do a top 10 favorite at the end of the year, because I'm like, dude, every single YouTuber does that. Or Toytuber, like, I don't really, whatever. I don't, and for me, I don't even really think I can like set them up that way. Like I'm a fan of all of these for the most part. Like there's some that I kind of would take out of the top 10, but I wouldn't even know how to order them. Like maybe top 3. Like I could say, yeah, I know the top 3 that I like. And there, yeah, definitely. But you know, one that I'm super impressed with, that is another one that doesn't get enough credit. This is another in my underrated, right? This bad boy. Are you kidding me? And now that he's close, he has a smell. It's different. It's different than any other figure in here. It's not exactly like the pine that you get from the Classics one or the original. I think the Classics more than anything, but dude, he's got that cool face. It looks more like the 2000X. He's got, like, they did so good with this one. You got the vines all the way. I mean, with the spikes coming up. Dude, he is so freaking underrated. 100%. This guy's awesome. Absolutely love this one. Let's see, at least more Mavericks are coming around here, around there. Wait, more Mavericks? Oh, gas stations? I think we are getting, I know we're getting one. We just got one built not too long ago. I like the faker head on Faker, just not on He-Man. Yes, I am with you 100%, Crash. 100%. And welcome in. I am 100% with you on that one. Like this one, I put this one on him for some reason, but like it's just like I don't care for it either. Oh wait, this isn't, no, it's the same one. Yeah, this is the same one. The one that I really don't like, I don't even have it on any of them. And that's the one with the Karen hair. The one that has that. And that was the one that there's, that's the one that came on this faker.
the one with the Karen hair, because they did the He-Man with it and the Faker with it, and the face, there's like weird lifts on the cheekbones. I just don't care for it at all. So I put that head on that one. And I think, and I got this guy. This head's not bad. It looks younger, I guess. But this one I actually made a King He-Man because it looked more regal, right? So I put the King He-Man head on it that I 3D printed and painted. But it came out good. It looks good because, of course, the H matches. You got the H on the helmet. You got the H on the armor. Or on the crown, I'm sorry. But he ended up looking good. But this is another one that a lot of people couldn't find, you know? People were like freaking out because they couldn't get it. And as lame as this little guy is, he was kind of hard to come by. I mean, he's not super lame, but he's, you know. I don't know why I made the laughing face on there. I should just get the other head on him. My buddy has a printer. Oh, okay. So he's doing the whole throne base for me, 87 movie. I did buy the Dolph head from Ramen and the Masterverse He-Man because it looked like E.T. Yeah, the Masterverse He-Man, yeah. And that one, oh, you know what? I did get that. I also got that one from Hordak. Let me show you. I got that one from Hordak MX. So this is the one I got from him. From the Dolph head. And it doesn't quite look like Dolph as much as it looks good though. Still, I will always say my favorite He-Man head of all is the Super 7 Ultimate. Absolutely my favorite. No question. Oh. And same with the Faker. Faker's my favorite and that Super 7. Guilty. You're live. You're on late. I know. And well, I was saying, K-Dog, you know, my boys got me all worked up and shit because it was so exciting and all the adrenaline was flowing because of the overtime game, and so I was too to fall asleep. So I was in the toy room. I thought, well, maybe I'll go live for an hour or so while I'm supposed to be cleaning, but I'm not really cleaning very much right now. So, what else? What else do I got to show off? So all of my CGI line, I still love the CGI line. And I did end up getting two because I found one of the Castle Grayskulls at Ross for fucking $15 or $20. So I bought one at Ross and I'd already gotten one, you know, at not retail because retail was $99. But I still think I paid $50 for the first one. And I had that set up and it's such an awesome playset. Like, it drops down, has the noise, has the lights. It looks really cool. But it is one of those that just doesn't fit with my stuff. Like, I can't, if I'm looking around, and same thing with the Turtle line. I had to choose, well, I have to do the Cats, Thundercats line crossover because I have the damn Cats layer and I have the Thunder Tank. So I don't really have anything extra for turtles. And I wasn't a huge turtle guy. I'm older. I'm 47. Turtles were not really in my... I mean, I was a little older when Turtles came out and I started liking sports and girls and stuff. And I never really kind of paid too much attention. So, because I think it was like 6th, 7th grade or something like that. But because 7th grade was like nothing but basketball. That's my life. When I was in 7th grade, I was playing ball. But that one was an easy decision. And it wasn't that I was like, oh, I'm going to get rid of them. I'm not doing that. But just to bag them up and put them away, that was an easy choice. I didn't have a problem doing that. And I like them, but I just don't. That one is the one that I would easily take away. So just crazy that Mattel can't seem to nail him. I know. It's funny. Like even the what's the one that the Anti-Eternia now, if they would figure out a way to modify that one, because obviously the face is like evil, but I think they did really good with this one. This one they knocked out of the park. Now, if they could do this without the growl or the snarl face and still have the same, like the hair and everything, I think that'd be great, right? Like, because this one is such a good looking figure, and they even got the hair right, so you can, but you can pop it off if you want. And you've got that busted skull head with the cracks on it and stuff, and he just looks evil. But the hair's the right look. Like, kind of looks goofy by itself, but if this was a standard with, the normal colors of He-Man, I think it would look good. Maybe even just not an evil, but maybe this face is like the intense face, like the one that came in the Battleground 2-pack with Battle Cat when they have the cuts on him. He's got that, that look, that intense look. Like, that would work if they made that with standard He-Man colors. Just received the latest 2000X wave with, oh, really? Dude, that's awesome. Because I definitely haven't. Where did you go third party, or did you get them like on one of the like a site that might got them early? Or Palmark? I have them all. I have them all on pre-order on every single one. I have them on pre-order on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. I just don't know which one. Whichever one comes sooner, then I cancel the other one. That's how I always do it. 10 squared? Yeah, that's right, buddy. I do wish Super 7 could still do the 5.5-inch figures with the vintage articulation. I prefer their 5.5-inch Shadow Weaver and Hero over the Origins ones. Dude, the Shadow Weaver for Origins is trash. I was so disappointed in that one. I hate this one. I hate it. I hate it. It's such a crap plastic. As I put her back on the shelf, right? But it is what it is. What's up, Dead Man? Welcome in, my friend. What are you doing? How's everything going, man, on your Saturday? Well, Sunday morning now, I guess, huh? No, you're still on Saturday because you're an hour behind me. I just stumbled upon the figures at retail. Oh, that's cool. When I found the vintage Stratos, and seeing that vintage Stratos, I couldn't believe I found that one at freaking Ross. Man, that's crazy. Yeah. And I do have, like I said, I do have the actual, well, after he's in the way, but I do have the actual 2000X line as well. And those are a little harder to stand. Like, maybe I do like displaying them though. I do think they're cool, but it's a lot of He-Man and it's a lot of Skeletor. Like, that line had so many different variations and variants of color for He-Man and Skeletor that it just probably why they were giving them up on clearance for next to nothing at Kmart. Like, everybody laughed at the disco because it was like, why are they doing this? But now he's like one of the coolest ones that they did. See any of the Frazetta girls? Maybe. What are they priced at? Are they priced at like 30, 35, or are they priced a lot more? Because I know the taller ones are pretty good, pretty pricey, but you know how it is, Nolan. I got so much on my plate that adding an extra. I don't have any of the Frazetta girl stuff. I do have a 5.5-inch Conan, like with the blood across. I don't even know who makes that. Is that Frazetta, or if it's? I don't remember who does the Conan, but. Is it NECA? No, I don't know. But it does have that same vintage articulation to it. And I have that whole first wave of Dragonor, which is awesome. That Dragonor line, I wouldn't mind maybe picking up that second wave of that. That Dragonor line is so good. And I don't know. It fits what I have in my collection. I should just incorporate them because I just kind of have them sitting on their own in the bottom shelf of a bookshelf over here. So you can't really see them. I'm not really displaying them well, but I bet I could add them to, even if I add them in the bunch, like in a line, like if I do 2 rows of Dragonor and then I do, the Origins above that. I don't know. We'll see. What do you think about the next crossover? Well, do you think that those 4 of the Transformer line is it? I think that's probably it, right? They probably won't do any more. That would be cool if we had some kind of some kind of Soundwave crossover, but I don't think we'll get any more of those. I hope we get some more Thundercats. Like, I hope we get Slithe and Monkey and Jackal Man and get some more of the mutants. Like, that would be great to get some of those more. But what else could you do? Like, I was thinking at first, like doing like a 80s, like you would still have to get the license, but a lot of them are just like the main characters, kind of the man. Like if they did like an 80s hero line where they crossed it over with He-Man and did like a crossover with Brave Star and with Black Star and maybe, who else? Because Brave Star, Black Star, there was another one I had in my head, but you know what I'm saying? Like the main characters of those, like, I don't know, that would be cool to do something like that. Even just the Brave Star line itself has enough characters to be cool. Like to get a 30-30 on that would be so badass. And Super 7's doing the Tiger Sharks now, right? So I saw that coming out. That's going to be cool. That would be another good crossover, but it didn't last long enough, right? There was a lot of people that didn't really know the Tiger Sharks cartoon because it was like just a couple seasons, right? But I don't know. Maybe they won't do crossovers anymore. Maybe these are the ones that they hit and that's it. And I mean, because they did what? WWE, they did the Turtles, they did Transformers, they did Thundercats. I mean, are they going to go just jump over and do a G.I. Joe crossover and do like, like a Snake Eyes, or like a Storm Shadow Ninja or a Storm Shadow, the other one, the white clothed ninja. And then I don't know. I could see a Baroness Evil in, that would be cool. And like a Lady J or a Scarlet Tila, even though Tila already has red hair. So vintage straddles at my Walmart in my inbox blew up. I'm like, was my Walmart first or something? I seeing that was like I did get him on the Walmart app as well, but then I found him at freaking Ross and I bought the ones they had. I bought 3 more just because I'm, whatever, at $10 I bought. So 3 of them for the same price as some of the ones they're doing now at 27 or 28, right? Hellstorm. Oh, okay. My friend works nearby. That's awesome. Seeing that vintage Man at Arms, that's what I'm waiting on. I was telling, I made a trade with Alf, so I'm definitely gonna get that one pretty soon. I'm excited because that one looks so good. I need the vintage Man at Arms. Yep, so did mine. And that's what I say. I found a trade avenue and I gave up a Tila for it because Alf, I'm trading Alf and he couldn't find Tila. I couldn't find Man at Arms, so we just traded because he had a couple Man at Arms. So just wait till they do care. Oh no, Inhumanoids. Hey, those together. Oh my god, that would be funny. Dragonor figures are cool. I've got Barbaro. I really like the dragons. I need to get the dragons. Those are ones I didn't get. I didn't get anything past that big pack of the first wave, like the early bird, whatever. Of course, they had the early bird fucking wave was still going like a year after it came out, which is hilarious. But I do like that wave. Like even what's the bad guy? So Barbaro's the good guy. And the blue or the gray guy with the eye, and you got the panther lady, and you got, I don't even know the names to them, but they're cool looking, and they have good the armor is really cool on all of them, and the weapons are cool. I would love to see Motu Brave Star. Me too, man. Like if they did Brave Star and Black Star, like, and just kind of mixed them, because I would love to see Black Star also. Like it was similar because they did the Filmation, because like when you look at Black Star, and like my favorite character besides, I mean, hey, the little female hero is pretty awesome in that one too. But the dragon itself, like his face, I just like the way it looks. And I did see that on eBay a few times, the vintage one, but it's kind of pricey and a lot of them are kind of jacked up. Of course, it's old, right? But that dragon would be so cool to be able to get. Like if anybody remade it, like even if Super 7, God, whatever, made it, it would still be cool. What the teal's looking up in the rolling eyes. I know, man. I know. That's why, like with this one, I had so many people asking me to do theirs because when I did this, I have her looking forward, and I just repainted her eyeshadow and her eyebrows and her lips to make her, you know. I actually was just looking at the Tila Mondo that I had, and I kind of was trying to make it look more like the Tila Mondo. But at least the big thing was is that I was making the eyes look forward. But that's kind of the same thing I'm thinking about with the 2000X cartoon collection Evil in is, you know, I can fix that. Like I can repaint those terrible, the little bone things on her because they're really bad. I have Wave 1 of Dragonor. They're really nice. Yeah, I agree. 100%. I do like those. I'd be in on that. Yeah. Dude, it was fun, man. It was cool. And if you guys didn't see it, go check it out. I was on Mercs. I was on the Toy Mercs on Wednesday. And for about an hour or so, we had a good time. It was cool. Dude, that show is so cool because it's so unique that like when you look at different toy line or the toy tubers or whatever, everybody's got a slideshow. Everybody goes through the next toy and then the new toy, and they talk about it. Even if they don't know anything about the toy, they show the toy and then they just talk shit about it or they like it, whatever. I don't ever do the slideshows. That's not my thing. You guys know I just babble. Talk. Very easy for me to do that. But Toy Mercs, they'll pull up some toys every now and then. But the coolest thing is they look into like Instagram pages that are at like 950 followers or, you know, or even 400, 200, 300, whatever. But these people are putting out these amazing pictures and this really cool diorama stuff like they're doing and putting together such artistic stuff, like just really, really good looking pictures. And they're like, dude, these people deserve to have some followers, you know? So they go through and they highlight, they have a whole section of highlighting really cool pages on Instagram that could use a follow. So, you know, and they shout them out and they get them over there. So it's really cool. I do like that. It's completely community involved and it's all positive vibes. Like it's just cool. It is because it's funny and like Dead Man, you'll agree with me on this one. But when you look at like the page and you look at like you look at Dead Man stuff, there's a lot of dark, there's a lot of horror stuff. There's a lot of like even when he's on live, he only has his face and everything else is blacked out behind him. But it's funny that the dark horror, like evil figure collector is like the nicest dude on YouTube. Like he's like, you know, he's just trying to help people out. And that's cool. I love it. Definitely go give them a follow if you haven't yet, or go give them a sub over on YouTube. G.I. Joe He-Man crossover. Well, if they do it right, I would personally be broke. And you would do the same thing probably. But how many people would just go, I didn't want that. Don't do that shit. Please, I don't, you know, like, don't mess up my line. It's like, dude, at least they're trying. That's one thing that I can applaud Mattel for is, as much as I say all the time that we're the stepchildren of the collectors, because there's just not as much of a loud, big, broad spectrum of collectors like Marvel Legends and shit like that. And even Four Horsemen has a bigger cult following than Motu, right? But where was I going with that? Oh, that they actually listen to us and put out shit that we want, like the fact that they did make Eternia, the fact that they did make, you know, just they did the She-Ra stuff. I mean, even that they didn't give us as much. I mean, the Snake Lair, everybody bitched about it, so they changed it and made it the way that they thought we wanted it. Like that says something. I think that says a lot about what they're doing. And I'm not like, oh, Mattel, blah blah blah, can do no wrong. Yeah, they fuck up all the time and they make stupid shit. They do. But for me, being a Motu collector, I'm very happy with what I get. Like, I'm extremely happy with what they're making for me as far as the figures go. Like, I have no complaints about, is that Shadow Weaver crap? It is. But that's one figure. The others are good. I like the bow. The bow is nice. That came in the same wave. And what else? Bow, Shadow Weaver, and I think it was Whiplash. Those are good. those are okay. I didn't like the Shadow Weaver, but whatever. It's like one figure out of that group. So every line's gonna have something stupid, but at least they're trying something new. I know a lot of people hated this line. I know a lot of people still laugh at this stuff and go, God, are you serious? It's so stupid. That's fine. You don't have to like it. I think it's fucking cool. I think it's so cool that they put an Optimus Prime armored He-Man and put the whatever leadership thing on his sword, and like, come on, the matrix of leadership on his freaking sword. It's a cool concept, and it's saying, hey, they did something different. They put two lines together that no one ever thought that would maybe put together, and were the first two swing and a miss. Yes, that Bumblebee Man-at-Arms and that Skeletor Megatron was not very good. Did I buy them? Yes. But this one and the Starscream Scareglow, it's not bad. It's not bad. Where is he? I think he's in my, oh yeah, here he is. And the fact that he doesn't have a lot of glowing to him, but he glows blue. Like, that's just, it's quirky, but it's like, what's wrong with it? I mean, tell me why this sucks so bad. I don't know. You tell me. Maybe I'm crazy and I've got rose-colored Mattel glasses on. New Adventures, Todd, yes. Fuck yes. They do need to make, and for me, I'm, of course, being a Masterverse collector, I would love for them to kind of branch off and do more of the New Adventure line. They've done some. You know, I've got whatever Slushhead, and I've got the He-Man and the Skeletor. And who else? We got Slushhead, we got He-Man, we got Skeletor. Is that it? That might be it, right? Just those three? Like, I like the Slushhead. He was different. He just was different. And the He-Man was great. Like, it had a weird head again. But I believe I used the Hero 2 head from Classics for that, because he still had the ponytail. Let's see if I can find him somewhere. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's my Classics. Yeah, you see all this back over here? No, I have my Classics one, which I love this Classics one. So freaking good. And I have the She-Ra too. The She-Ra one that never was in the cartoon. But they made a really cool She-Ra for the Classics New Adventure. Like, look at that shield. How freaking cool with the bird like that. And then the green. Gotta love the green, man. I don't know. I do love New Adventures. And like I told you guys, I watched it again as an adult, and I took it for what it was, and I didn't hate it. Just because life's too short to hate shit, man. I don't care. What's up? Speaking moistly. welcome. Top of the morning to you, even. I'm probably gonna get ready to close it up because I still have to work in the morning too. But I just figured I'd come on while I did a little bit of goofing off in here. Had a little bit of too much tonight. There you go. All right, Paul, it was good hanging, man. Thanks for sticking around with us. I think I'm gonna close up shop anyway, but I appreciate it, man. And let me know when you get that. Make sure it all showed up in good shape and stuff, and hopefully you enjoy it, my friend. Hopefully you enjoy it. And congratulations on your win on Tuesday. Let's see. Hot take: Evil in is sexier than Tila. That is not a hot take. That is an accurate statement, my friend. Hold on. Let's just enjoy this real quick. Hold on. I got it. I don't want to step on this because it'll shatter. Those cheap ass Amazon things. Let's just take a second. Whoa. Got my Disco Skeletor going in the fall. let's take a second and enjoy this Evelyn. Woo! Man, look at that. That is one good looking figure right there, buddy. Yeah. Dude, I am 100% in agreement with you. Love Evelyn, man. She's awesome. What do you think? What do you think of Ramen's Bad to the Bone pre-order for $200? That's a lot of fucking money for that thing. Granted, I know it articulates and it goes back and forth. So I may have like a unwarranted, maybe because I don't even know if that guy is even so. And I think I've told you guys this before. I had a friend that I became friends with, and he's from the Netherlands. And his name is Wes. And you know what, we talked a lot and we just bullshitted a lot. He sent me a lot of files. I sent him some files because he does a lot of 3D printing. He had actually made like the main helmet, like chamber area where where they drop the masks down. And he had the computer with the, had the whole intro where they talk about who they pick for the mission. He did so much cool stuff, right? Well, apparently he had something working with Ace, and he had got the files and he had made the files or did whatever. And Ace was like, I really like it. I'd like to work and whatever. They started talking and he was going to be in business with him. Well, basically something happened to where it fell through and couldn't do it and blah, blah, blah. But apparently a year later or 6 months later, whatever it was, Ace put the product out that he told Wes that he wouldn't be able to do, but he basically just cut him out and he just took the shit. And he was really mad. And of course he got kicked off of Instagram too many times for like threatening him under posts and stuff. Like he literally was like some hardcore threats on it. But personally, you know what, if you want to steal and you want to take IP and you want to do it without licensing on big companies and you're saying, I'm stinging it to the man, that's fine. Do you, buddy? I'm cool. I make customs. Sometimes I get around licensing because I'm just small time and they don't give a shit. But you stole from a creator, like from just a regular dude, and then cut him out of the money that you were making on what you made. I don't like that. So after that, I just said I'm not going to buy any of his shit. I never did before that, but even when some of the cool stuff came out, I won't do it because of that. And I just know but I believe Wes and what he was telling me, and I think it's true. And I don't think he would make that up and be so upset and still go after him and threaten him. And I've even heard Ace say a couple times, well, even though what you've heard, I didn't steal this and da-da-da. Like he actually even said that sometime. And it was like, dude, why would you have to preface that? Why would you have to say that? So anyway, long story long, that's why I don't buy any Ace's stuff, because I kind of feel it was really crappy that he stole from a friend of mine. So that was my thing. Moto and DC makes most sense to me. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's what's going to be the next crossover, because once Mattel gets the line, then they're going to have that collaboration. I think they'll do just like they did for that 2-pack that they did with Classics, or maybe mix them up. Maybe they will have a He-Man, Superman together. Who knows? Maybe they will merge them together. Yes, absolutely, Dead Man. You're the man, dude. You earn that shit. You guys are you honestly are doing good for people that maybe it's not that they don't have a voice. Maybe it's just they don't really push it. Maybe they don't have that personality outgoing. Maybe they just enjoy what they're doing as an artist, and you're just shining a light on it. And I think it's great. They ruined the Transformer He-Man crossover. They should have done Transformer transforming. Well, and I've heard a lot of different things, and I've talked to different people, and I am sorry that I forget the names because I forget everything. But the point I didn't hear about those was that Hasbro was not going to give up the transforming part of the license. So they allow them to do the armor, but they would never allow them to have a vehicle. So if it were to do that, then the crossover would have to go to the Hasbro side, where Hasbro would drop a attack track that turns into a robot, or a Wind Raider that turns into a robot. So I really hope that happens, and I hope even if it does have to come from Hasbro, because they're the only ones that are going to allow that in the license to make a transforming version of it with the vehicles. I think that's an amazing idea, and I really, really hope someday it comes out, because that would be fucking so cool. Cartoon Randor came broken. Oh, that sucks, man. That really sucks that some QC issues are coming up now, more recently now. I don't hate the Transformer crossover, but I'm not a hater. Some people like it, and that is okay. Not everything is for me. No, and that's true, and that's how I am. And sometimes I buy it even if it isn't for me, just because I'm fucking crazy and I have a problem. Any more than plastic? Any more of that plastic crack? Yeah, I liked them at $9 exactly when they dropped them down, and Target does that. You know, if Target has them and you know it's not going to sell, then yeah, wait a little bit. Like they still had the Stranger Things stuff. Like my Target though doesn't keep stuff very long. I have to go up to Colorado Springs and find the ones up there, because those are the ones that there's so many different Targets up there that they will have the extras. But I never really find anything on sale down here as much as I would at Springs. So I haven't seen anything but Bumblebee and Megatron. Yeah, and I haven't seen the new ones on the shelves yet. Those came from Mattel Creations. I ordered those the first day they dropped, and they finally just showed up. So, you know, what's up, Stanley? How about my Broncos, Stanley? Tell me. You always tell me to take off my damn hat, but now my team is in going in the AFC Championship. You tell me what's up. Come on. I do think Bumblebee is the best Transformer movie, even though it's an 80s animated one. Yeah. I like all the old 80s stuff, dude. I love it. For Origins, I want to see New Adventures. Skeletor, Optics would... Oh, yes. Cartoon Collection, New Adventures. I'm down. I would be nice. That would be nice. And me, of course, I would love it in Masterverse, but I would not be mad if it came out in Cartoon Collection, because that would make most sense. After the 2000X line is done, go with New Adventures. Do it, even though it would be going backwards, you know. All right, dude. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later. I would kill for a Masterverse. Optics. Hell yeah. And Lizor, there you go. You do whatever you need to do. You're a real one. Toy Merch stamp of approval. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, dude. And I had a good time, man. Anytime you guys are searching for somebody to come on, you know, I'd be always happy to come over and hang out with you guys, because that was fun. Like you said, it's kind of like you. We're just being ourselves and trying to do what we can, right? And just have fun doing it. That's the key. And I think people see that, and I think that's what's like kind of cool, to where the coolest thing is when some people come up and or not come up to me, but they tell me online, right? They say, I don't even like Motu. I don't even care for it. I don't give a shit about it. I could care less if it was a line at all. But I watch your show because it's entertaining. I'm like, well, that's cool. See, that part of it, hey, because I'm having fun. So if that's what helps, then I'm good with it, you know. Isn't Stanley from Seattle, his home team? No. Stanley likes the Cardinals. And for some weird reason, he could be excited about going to the championship, but yeah, he's a Cardinal fan, so his team didn't make the playoffs. Are the Broncos going to win the Stanley? Hey, no, but you know what? The Avalanche probably will. The Avalanche are getting there, and the Nuggets, dude, all three of my teams are in prime position to win their respected leagues. Like the Nuggets are playing, they're in second place in the West without Jokic, and they've been playing so well without him. They won again tonight. I think they're like 7-3 without Jokic, and then Jokic is going to come back, and they have such a deep team. And then the Avalanche are first place as well, and then of course Broncos. If we can make it with a backup, then hey, you know, if we can get there with a back, if Stidham can just not make mistakes, hit his receivers, he's a good quarterback. He is, like, if it was somebody else, I would be a little worried, but Stidham is a competent quarterback. He could have been the starter. If it wasn't that, you know, Peyton picked Bo Nix because he wanted Bo Nix, that was his guy. Stidham is a good quarterback, and he was fighting for the starting position before. Like, he was better than Russell Wilson when Russell Wilson was there. Not that that's saying much, but Stidham's not bad. I don't mind Stidham at all. What's up, Sanchez? Oh, give me the first name again, damn it. Victor Sanchez? No, give me your first name again. I always mess it up. but I know who you are because I always see you. And I even looked back on one of the old lives and I was like, oh, there you go. Spencer, that's Spencer Sanchez. I knew it. Damn it. Would you ever consider creating your own Motu style toilet? Only because I've heard from like Ken and even from how much shit Pattern. That's. I don't think I have the drive for that. I really don't. Like, and for me, my customs and stuff is kind of almost like recreating something that's already been done. Like, I haven't really. I'll admit it. I'm like a lot of the custom. Some of them's a crew. Some no, I won't say they're not creative. There are a lot that are creative, but I just don't. I don't have that in me. I don't think I'd ever want to. I enjoy what's coming. I enjoy collecting. Honestly, I think my customs might move back to doing sports because that was always a really nice flow and people loved what I did and I got a good reputation for that and had a good following and I made good money on those. So I might end up going back to doing sports customs and still collecting this stuff and still doing this stuff and doing my videos and all that. But as far as what I create, I think I would go back to creating the sports stuff. So we'll see. Cardinals are the worst all-time sports ball team, and I'm not going to argue with you. Cardinals made it to the Super Bowl, won and lost due to refs. Dude, that Cardinals Steeler game was like that hurt because I was pulling for Kurt Warner to win another one. That would have been awesome. Greetings from the dark side of Eternia, Motor Club Germany. What's going on? I don't even want to try to butcher your name. Amanzul. Is it a Z? Amanzul? That's a really cool name, gotta say. Yes, I caught it. I caught it right before. You might be right. Maybe Hornets are the worst. Hornets? But you know, they got that rookie, and I think they're going to start picking stuff up. They're doing pretty good. They're doing better. Do you have a sports channel? Oh, you know what, Spencer? What's funny is I revamped because I have a Kenzo's Customs on here, but I haven't done anything. Like I have the 2 videos where I actually got interviewed by a news channel. They actually came to my house, went to my basement, and I did 2 different interviews, one with a Denver channel and one with a Pueblo channel with the local CBS. One was CBS, one was NBC. So they came over and they did a whole interview based on my custom sports stuff. And then, so I have those on there, and that was just goofing off stuff. I don't really have any sports stuff, but I did start and I have all the pictures of the stuff I used to do. And that's kind of what I was thinking. This is kind of my jump off, was that I started a TikTok with Kenzo's Customs. And dude, I posted a video that I made years ago, and it has the first statue kind of thing, diorama thing, is Von Miller hitting Tom Brady. And then right behind it is Von Miller taking the ball away from Cam. Then you go into the middle and it's the Elway helicopter. So I got the 3 in Elway doing the helicopter. Then I have one of, I think it's another Von taking the ball away from Cam in a different, like the one he pulled away from him when he was trying to throw it backwards. And then I have the Atwater hit on Okoye. And I just did a video of like running around those. And I'm telling you, it's been, hold on, like 3 days. And hold on, let me see real quick. It's been 3 days, and that has 12.9K views in 3 days. And I just started it, but I'm not getting a lot of followers from that. So I have 64 followers over on TikTok. But like I have one video that's got 3K views in 24 hours, less than 24 hours. And then I have the one that's 12.9 thousand. So I'm like, I'm going to start doing that. So it's the, let me move that over. So it's the Kenzo's Custom. So I'm starting to do that on TikTok. And I'll probably eventually, once I start making them, I'll start doing like the making of the customs with the sports stuff. And then I'll start doing that on YouTube as well. Maybe if I get better and start kind of getting more of a following, then I could do lives on both, but we'll see. It might be a little too much to do everything, and I'm not going to stray away from my toy stuff. So we'll figure it out. Blue Jays fan, but I really wanted the Mariners to win. I did too. I really did. But Plus, I just don't like the Dodgers. I can't be like, I'm not a fanatical, but I'm a homer. So even though they're the worst franchise in baseball, I have to say I'm a Rockies fan, right? Because I'm a Colorado guy. I'm not really a big baseball fan, but like when the Rockies made it to the World Series back in 2007, that was a pretty cool year. And then we get there and we get swept by the freaking Red Sox. So it was pretty bad. We got shellacked, dude. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, I caught up on the chat. I'm almost here for 2 hours as I'm standing up, and it's not doing good at all. Like my back is not liking me at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to shut her down and go sit on my heating pad for a little while, and then get my ass to bed because it's almost 1 o'clock, and I do have to work in the morning. But it's a short day. I only work 2.5, 3 hours, so it's going to be a short day. It'll be nice, and then I'm off again for 2.5 days. So this was a really quick week. It was a good week. It's been a busy week at work, so it's been nice. So I think most Americans wanted the Blue Jays to beat the Dodgers. Yes, 100%. I definitely want them to beat the Dodgers. So, all right, guys. Thank you all for hanging out. Like I said, it was just a short impromptu on the, spur of the moment thing. I know I didn't advertise for it, but I figured, you know what? Whoever was up and bored wanted to hang out. I'm glad you all spent some time with me. So I'm going to hit it. And like I always say, even though it's Saturday, we will see you next time at the same time. But in the meantime, you know the drill. Stay out the streets, everybody. Good night.